A big part of our coverage is also unfolding, of course, in the Eastern Cape. That's where we've seen devastating flooding. 7 people confirmed dead between Nelson Mandela Bay and the Buffallo City Metro. 1,200 others have been displaced. Watching developments still in East London is our reporter Abongile Jantjies, who joins us now live. And Abongile, it's difficult to kind of gauge how much longer this will continue in a context where the devastation has been widespread and forecasters are telling us to expect even more rain.
We're expecting even more rain. It's even pouring now, and I can tell you now, even at the area that we are here in East London. But that hasn't deterred the people from coming and getting these food parcels and blankets that are being sought by the Gift of the Givers and the Buffallo City Metro. If I could step out of shot and my colleague could show you the long queues that are happening in this community where we are at, where residents are saying that they've had the rain, it has affected them, they lost everything. So these food parcels is something they need. It's not even a matter of choice. They have to come and brave this rain so that they can get these food parcels. As you can see, Mayor of the Buffalo City Metro, Princess Faku, engaging residents, handing over these food parcels. But really, it's a traumatic experience for these communities. If I could try and speak to some of the people who are here. You are live on channel 404 SABC News. You are live. How have these rains affected you as a community member?
Please
pan to this side. Sorry. My apologies, but if we may speak to you, affected you as a resident.
Chaphazele kakhulu. For example, le mikhukhu lena iyavuza abantu abahlala apha basengxakini. Loo nto leyo cela bayiqaphele abantu. Ingxaki lesijongene nayo kule ndawo.
Abasamagunyeni balapha nethini kubo?
Sithi kubo ngabe ngaba bayiphushayo lento ikwazi ukuthi iyenzeke lento siyicela izicelo zethu makhe zenzeke. Sizawukwazi ukuthi nathi sibaphakamise babe phezulu.
When kokuqala sunetha ubusenza ntoni wena and umonakalo wakho ungabalolo tsonga kanani?
Umonakalo nje kukuvuza kwemikhukhu nje kuphela. Hayi kangako akho nto yenzekile ingako xa kukuvuza kwemikhukhu.
Well, part of the things that he is saying, Ayana, is that they are living in informal settlements, shacks to be precise, and that when it rains, this is likely to affect them hard. It's not the first time this has happened to them, and they just lose everything that they owned, and they are wishing to be placed somewhere that is much safer, somewhere that is much conducive, so that when these floods hit, they are not much affected. But the municipality is saying that they are planning to bring in 3,000 temporary structures, possibly that they could be part of that, and they'll be placed somewhere and not here in these shacks where really it's quite even muddy to even get to those shacks. It's quite a struggle, especially when it's raining, Ayana. And really even Kokta in the province saying that they're activating their disaster management plans. They just saw a statement from the provincial government saying that they have activated and they are seeking relief from everywhere possible, whether it's transport for the roads that have been affected, whether it's these temporary structures that are much needed. But of concern of those temporary structures is that they get placed there and then nothing furthermore happens in terms of them receiving houses. You'd recall that there's a backlog of houses here in the Eastern Cape, so they just form part of that. And even though they're saying that the government are saying they are trying their means, but it still remains quite a challenge here in the Eastern Cape.